Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Kee. We are live yet again for our second live of the day for Spain women against Portugal women in the UEFA Women's Euros 2025 UEFA Women's Euros Championships. Spain the overwhelming favourites in this game and in this tournament. Probably the best team, maybe not in the world. I mean, the US team is ranked higher, but certainly the best women's team in Europe. They are favourites to take England's crown. So really looking forward to seeing how Spain get on tonight. Aitana Bonmati, one to watch out for. Obviously, there's a big flag in the crowd there. Hoping to see how she gets on tonight. And yes, listen, looking forward to seeing how, obviously, I mean, Portugal feels like we need to recognise. I mean, I'm sure they'll react strongly to the news about Diego Jott today. They'll feel it more keenly than many others. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Portugal women react to such a devastating and emotionally charged day. Jas Padma, bro, send me a link to watch the match. It's on ITV Sport. You can watch it on ITV Sport. It's on terrestrial TV in the UK. So ITV1, you can watch it. Go and check it out. Kieran, where can I watch this game at? Yeah, ITV, mate. ITV. And a big thank you, by the way, before we get stuck in. I'll get everything going on the live. But before we do, I obviously want to mention our sponsors. The great guys that they are at Match Bingo. Match Bingo continuing to sponsor every single Premier League Dad live. If you haven't yet, please go and download Match Bingo to your phone. You can go and download it to your phone. Go and check it out. You can download the app right now via my special link in the description, or you can scan the QR code, which is on screen right now. You can buy a bingo card for a game like this one. Buy a bingo card. It costs you a couple of quid. You can win up to £250 per game per bingo card. 250 quid per game. You can buy a bingo card for this game. And what happens is you download the app. If you deposit £5, deposit £5, you get £10 free, right? £10 free. If you deposit £5. So go and check them out, Match Bingo. Over 10,000 players across the UK, over £200,000 in prize money already paid out. They have just launched, by the way, on Match Bingo. It's an exciting new development. They have just launched the cricket and the tennis. So you can now buy bingo cards for the cricket and the tennis too. Or the tennis, I think, is coming up. The cricket is already out. The tennis is coming up. So it's growing incredibly quickly. It's a cool new app. I think it makes it a little bit different. Something a little bit different to betting on the football. So yeah, go and check it out. Let me know what you think. Big thank you again to Match Bingo for continuing to sponsor Premier League Dad. And with that said, let's get live. It's an absolute sea of Portuguese fans there. Portuguese fans absolutely flying. Bouncing in the stands. The Real Dono, good to see you, mate. How's it going? Lots of love. Lots of people sharing. Twisted Fate Key, apparently Liverpool. No, they haven't. Twisted Fate, no. That is a bogus account. I've seen the tweet. I know the tweet you're referring to. That says that Liverpool have made it official, retiring the number 20 shirt. It's categorically not true. If it's the tweet that I've seen from, I can't remember exactly what the account is called, but it's something to the effect of Transfer Live or something like that. Yeah, it's something like that anyway. But whoever, honestly, it's the worst kind of people. The worst kind of people who are profiteering off that sort of stuff. The Real Donut, his last goal was at home versus Everton as well. Wow, okay. Hang on a minute, sorry. Rest in peace. You seen they've immortalised Jotta's number, so it's always Jotta's. Nah, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I'm doubting it. I'm doubting it. Yeah, no, you're lying, Ollie. So for that reason, you're getting muted and blocked, mate, because you're an absolute troll. Football teams edits. RIP Jota. Josh, have you seen LFC Owen and Chan asking people to gift to cheer them up? Disgusting behaviour. No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Carlos Laredo, do you think Heung-min Son is going to leave Spurs? I heard rumours. Yes, there's stories today about him potentially going to into Miami, is it? Or LA? LA Galaxy? Yeah. Right, I'm just trying to keep up to date with everything, you know. Trying to keep up to date with everything. Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson's just put sort of really, really lovely tribute on. I want to talk about my mate, my buddy, the bloke I loved and will miss like crazy. I could talk about him as a player for hours, but none of that feels like it matters right now. It's the man, the person. He was such a good guy. The best, so genuine, just normal and real, full of love for the people he cared about, full of fun. He was the most British foreign player I've ever met. We used to joke he was really Irish. I tried to claim him as Scottish, obviously. I even called him Diego Jott. We'd watch the darts together, enjoy the horse racing. Going to Cheltenham this season was a highlight, one of the best we had. The last time I saw him was the happiest day of his life, his wedding day. I want to remember his never-ceasing smile from that magical day and how much he was bursting with love for his wife and family. I can't believe we're saying goodbye. It's too soon. It hurts so much. But thank you for being in my life, mate, and for making it better. Love you, Diogo. That's sad. That's really sad, isn't it? Really, really sad. Do you know what? People can't even be nice. Like, I mean, I can't even find the way. Like, Trent has put a statement out. And it's just, I mean, look, whatever you think of Trent and the way he left, I didn't like Trent, and you know, I didn't like the way that Trent left. Not that I didn't like Trent, no issues with Trent. I didn't like the way that Trent left. That's nothing to do with today. But Trent's put a statement out, and people have made some like horrendous comments in that as well. And Konate's apparently put a statement out. Someone messaged me and said, "Hey, look, Konate's just put a statement out." People have replied asking him, "Is he staying? Is he signing a contract?" What goes on in these people's heads? What goes on in these people's heads? It's absolutely baffling. I will never, ever, ever understand it. Callum, Jota, Firmino, Salah, the most memorable front three with Jota in a 5-0 win. Ben, what you've just read out has given me goosebumps. Yeah, mate, it's really, honestly, you can feel it. You can feel it. United forever, they have no respect. There you go. So Diogo Jota has they've put his photo up on the big screen in the stadium, and there's a minute's silence from both the Spanish players and the Portuguese players. James Foley, read the room, mate. Oh, why? What's he said? What are your Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2 predictions? I mean, to be honest, James, I'd say... I mean, look, I get where you're coming from, mate, and I understand it. And some people are really insensitive. But I'd also say, like, you know... And maybe some people will deem this... And if that's the case, that's fine. That's up to them. For me, I think life goes on, and you kind of have to... Look, it's a football channel. We'll talk about football. That's what we do here. And yeah, as much as today is about Diego Jott celebrating, commemorating, you know, sharing, all that, absolutely agree. Ultimately, we'll still talk football. We're watching football. We're watching Spain against Portugal. And, you know, it keeps coming back to that old adage, the king is dead. Long live the king. Do you know what I mean? So I know what you're saying. Absolutely get what you're saying, James. But I would just say, we just like for me, it's business as usual, and we talk footy on here. That's what we do. Football continues. Football carries on. It's part of the grieving process. That's how you grieve. It's totally normal to be sad. It's totally normal to be sad. Everyone is quite rightly sad. Everyone is. but that is part of how you grieve. That is part of how you grieve. So I'm not going to make this about... I'm not going to make every live... I'll still be sad, of course. We'll all still be sad. We'll all still be shook by it. It's still devastating to his family and all that. And we can still be respectful and tactful, by the way. You know, like I said, we're not talking about Liverpool and who they're going to sign up front this season. It's 1-0 Spain. What an absolute start this is, by the way. What an absolute incredible start by Spain. Long ball forward, and it's 1-0. It's 1-0. I've not even started the clock. What is going on here? It's a minute 30, 90 seconds on the clock. Spain are 1-0 up here. Spain 1-0 up. It was a long ball forward. It's a nothing ball forward. It's an absolute nothing ball forward. And it's a wonderful, wonderful goal, I've got to say. It's an absolutely wonderful goal. Is she onside? She is, I think, you know. It's just a lovely long ball, floated forward, little header, cushioned header. Honestly, do you know what that goal reminds me of? Seriously, tell me I'm wrong if you're watching it. Do you remember Luis Suarez's goal against Newcastle? Long ball from the left-back slot. It was Jose Enrique who did it that day. But Jose Enrique sending it long, little chest down, and then a header and a little touch past the keeper. It was a lovely goal. So for me, yeah, that was a great goal. 1-0 already. 1-0 already. Esther Gonzalez with the goal. 2 minutes in. Twisted Fate, the world of football, united, not divided, a special man getting special tributes and given people forever memories. Racine, back in 2023 season, Jota scored a last-minute goal against Spurs. Won't forget that game. It was unbelievable. 4-3 match. Yes, absolutely. Callum, Redmen posting about retiring the number 20. Have they actually? Honestly, I don't understand why that is. I honestly, I don't understand why. No. Right, hang on a minute. Let's see. Our number 20 forever. There you go. So there you go. The club haven't confirmed it. People have misunderstood it, including the Redmen TV. And I thought that was the case. It hasn't been confirmed whatsoever that Liverpool are going to retire the number 20. I don't think they will retire the number 20 for what it's worth. And I don't think that's anything against Jota, by the way. I think there's other ways the club will work to commemorate his memory, and I don't think retiring the number 20 is something they will do. But it's not said anything about them making the shirt retired or anything like that, just that they'll do something to immortalise him. Right, let's catch up with TikTok. 1 second. Josh, I don't see any hate going towards Trent and Ibu, by the way. Yeah, mate, honestly, there is. If you go on the comments, go on the comments to Trent's post on Trent's post on X or Instagram, either of them. But Trent's post on X, go and have a look. You'll see the comments. The comments to Trent were, I'm not going to say them out loud, but you'll see them if you go and have a look. They're not retiring the number 20. They're not retiring the number 20. They're not retiring him. What do you think about Jota? Great player. No, they're not retiring the number 20. They're not retiring the number 20. You've misunderstood it. They are not retiring the number 20. Ball in, Spain. Very nearly 2 here. Fabrizio just tweeted it. Yeah, and what he's tweeted is not Liverpool confirming that they are retiring the number 20. So again, people have misunderstood it. Maybe Fabrizio's misunderstood it. Liverpool have not confirmed that they're retiring the number 20. They've not retired the number 20. Read the statement again. They haven't confirmed that. Chance for Spain, it's 2, and it's a lovely finish. It's a lovely, lovely finish. It's 2-0, and it's the number 19. It was a lovely goal, that, and 7 minutes in, this is getting really, really rough for Portugal. This could be a cricket score at this point. Joshua Barry, are you sad about Jota? What? Why? Are you sad about Jota? Pedro over the fact that he wanted to... What are you on about, Pedro Lover? Chris, they probably should think about it, retiring the number, I mean. Listen, like I said, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. There you go, they've immortalised it. They've immortalised it. But immortalising doesn't mean they've retired it. It just means that they'll do something to commemorate it. For me, there's a lot of things the club could do to commemorate his memory. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly, if they do a game in his memory. They could literally do a game in his memory. They would pack Anfield out. Anfield would be chocker. It'd be absolutely chocker. Callum, they should retire the number 20. Not only did Jota pass, but Lallana retired too, as we know. I don't think they should. No, John, I said I'm not against it, but I think I am. I think I am against it. I don't think they should retire the number 20 shirt. I don't think they should retire the number 20 shirt, and it's nothing to... Like I said, it's nothing to do with Jota. I just don't think Liverpool retire shirts. I don't think Liverpool do that. It's nothing to do with Jota. It's nothing to do with the tragedy. For me, I just don't think that that's something that Liverpool Football Club do or should do. There's other things the club can do to commemorate him. Yeah. Harry C, are you a Liverpool fan? Yes, I am. I'm a Liverpool fan. Be yourself, Dylan. What's X? It's Twitter. It's called X now, yeah. It's called X, but it is Twitter. Edward, if we was to retire it, we should retire... No. No. And that's... Yeah. Josh, to be fair, I've seen Madrid fans calling us petty. Probably, yeah. I mean, I can understand that. But Real Madrid fans have done far worse to footballers. Chris, there could or should have a testimonial between Liverpool and Wolves, or Liverpool and his brother's team. Yeah, Penafiel maybe could have that. I mean, to be honest, whoever it would be, or whoever it would be for or against or whatever. Yeah, I absolutely believe Liverpool would sell Anfield out. And do you know what? Liverpool, to be fair, Liverpool have had pre-season friendlies arranged at very, very short notice. So I think one could be arranged before the start of the season, to be honest. Edward, it's nothing to do with the player. It's nothing to do with the quality of the player. It's that you're missing the point entirely, mate. It's nothing to do with the quality of the player. Liverpool don't retire shirts. That's my view on it. Liverpool don't retire shirts, and it's nothing to do with the player, the quality of the player, the great man he was, the size of the tragedy, or anything to do with that. It's nothing to do with that. Liverpool do not retire shirts. I think there's other things the club can do, and it wouldn't. I mean, maybe they do. If they retire the shirt, I wouldn't. I'm not like fuming about it. I just don't think it's the right thing to do. I think there's other things the club can do to commemorate a wonderful player and a wonderful man and a wonderful teammate, and that might be, like I said, it might be a match. It might be. It might be something that the clubs put on. I don't know. Maybe they put some sort of a memorial outside Anfield for him. Not a statue per se, but something. It's very rare we've had a player. I don't think we've ever had. Have we? Have Liverpool ever had a player die during the playing days at the club? Such a young, tragic circumstance like this. I don't think we have, that I'm aware of. I mean, we have we have had players who were in the academy, like Mickey Roque was young. Did he die when he was at the club? Mickey Roque. Bessian Idrisage died not long after he left. Mickey Roque. I think Mickey Roque had already left though, hadn't he? Mickey Roque, where was he at when he left? He was at Betis. Yeah, he'd been away for like 3 years by the time he finished. So he finished playing. He'd suffered cancer, to be fair, hadn't he, Mickey Roque? Bessian Idrisage, I can't recall. I think it was a heart concern, and he'd been away for a long time before that. But I can't remember any other player having sort of died in service, I suppose, at Liverpool. Unless I've completely missed someone, let me know, but I can't recall one. So maybe that commends something at the stadium, maybe something that's permanent at the stadium. That could happen. Harry C, are you streaming on any other platforms? Yes, I'm streaming on those two above. Chris MCFC, City retired the number 23, but Foe passed away playing for his country. Listen, I mean, look, I just think personally for me, I am not yeah, I'm not necessarily comfortable with clubs retiring shirts in general, not just a Liverpool thing, but Liverpool don't do it, haven't done it, don't think they should. And it's, again, it really isn't anything reflective of Jota. Like, to be honest, I think it's mad that Birmingham have retired a shirt for Bellingham. Mad for me. But whatever. I mean, we're going off topic. Michael, I think this is the first car crash death in the Prem. I mean, yeah, maybe, yeah. Antonio Reyes, obviously. Fucking hell, why does it matter, though? Oh, I mean, what do you mean, why does it matter? Why does it matter if they did do it? Is that what you're saying? What are you saying, does what matter? Why does what matter? How they commemorate it, no, I don't think it does matter. I'm just saying I think it does matter if they choose to retire shirt numbers. I don't think that sets a... I think that's almost antithetical to Liverpool. Yeah. Why does it matter if clubs retire shirts? Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, it depends. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with it. But clubs can do whatever they want. Clubs can do whatever they want. Lionel Silva, what team do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, Lionel. Josh, I love tuning into your streams. Now, good listen and watch. Cheers, Josh. Appreciate that, mate. But yeah, I just think for me, it's... I'm not... Yeah, I don't think the club should. The club haven't. The club haven't, for what it's worth. Somebody's just come in and said that Jota's number has been immortalised. That doesn't mean retired the shirt number. You know that, right? Nothing has actually happened. Liverpool haven't done anything with Jota's shirt number. They're still, someone could easily sign and wear the number 20. Maybe not this summer. That'd be very, very insensitive. But I'm sure in time there will be other number 20s for Liverpool. I can't see them retiring a shirt. So yeah, I don't think it's necessarily the right thing to do. Canal, no one will wear the number 20 for Liverpool again. I disagree, mate. I think they will. Yeah, I think they will. I think there will be another number 20 for Liverpool. Probably not this season, maybe not even next season, but eventually there will. Yeah. Lisha, I suppose it's a bit of morals and respect to the player and his contribution to the club. Morals? So you think it's immoral then to not retire the number 20? You would say it's immoral. Josh, are you from York by any chance? I can tell from the accent. No, I'm nowhere near York. I am the other side of the country. Completely the other side of the country. Chris, I see your point. It would be the first shock death at Liverpool. There's no precedent for retiring the number or not retiring it. There has to be a plaque or a monument of some kind to him at a minimum. Like I said, I think obviously the club will discuss this. The club will have these conversations and stuff like that. And they'll make the club usually get these sorts of things right. Chance for Spain, should be 3. It's gone behind for a corner. Rob, they should give his wife and kids his wages. Listen, his wife and kids are more than taken care of. Yeah, more than taken care of. They are... His salary... Usually clubs have a death in service clause, so they get paid out usually 3, 4, 5 times the player's salary, yearly salary, in one go, and the insurance usually covers that. Again, we're getting into the granular, the minutiae sort of thing, which is a little bit gritty and maybe not not right for today, but clubs usually have insurance policies for exactly this circumstance, for players who pass early, for players who retire early, because they invest so much in those players. There are they pay insurance premiums that will pay out massive amounts of money in the unlikely event that happens. So the clubs are covered. The clubs are covered. The family is covered, more importantly. So Jota's family will be incredibly well looked after, and I'm sure Liverpool will be fine off the back of it as well. Not that that's even remotely a concern at this moment in time. Spain, chance, could be 3. Oh, good effort, unlucky, really unlucky. Alex Macklin, even the Everton fans done well. I mean, it was a little bit performative. I thought maybe. Like, I mean, yeah. If you go in putting flowers down outside Anfield, go and put your flowers down, no problem. But I think the fact that it was there and it was all captured on camera by, was it Daily Mail or whatever, did it not feel a little bit performative? I'm not saying it wasn't real. I'm sure I know for a fact Everton fans are lovely and have put flowers down. But that particular one was all a little bit mad, wasn't it? Chris, it's all just shows you we don't know what is around the corner. Should be glad with what we have now and live in the moment. Absolutely agree, Chris. Yeah, that's very, very aptly described. Ben, what's your objection to retiring the number, Key? My objection to retiring the number is there's no precedent set, as Chris said earlier. I don't think it's something that big clubs do. As a general, broad, sweeping rule, inevitably someone will come out and say, yeah, well, this club did. All I'm saying is, I think there are so many wonderful things that the club could do to commemorate what a fantastic player, man, teammate, how much of a contribution this guy did, and what a wonderful guy he was, beyond just dropping a shirt number from the squad list. For me, that is a tokenistic one-off thing. I think they could do so much more, and I think there are consequences for retiring a shirt number that I just don't think is the right thing to do. Yeah, I just don't think it's the right thing to do. Kieran, it's a bit like Sam Baldock's shirt number 7. Now Ryan Brewster has his number and he passed away, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Callum, what about the old Newcastle player's shirt when he died in Turkey from an earthquake? Yeah, Atsu, yeah. And again, like I said, clubs are free to do whatever they want to retire shirt numbers. Like that's totally fine. I just don't think it's something that Liverpool do. I don't think it's something that a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, a Man United do necessarily. I don't know. And again, all clubs are free to do whatever they want. Fans are free to think whatever they want. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't think it's the right thing to do. Ben, what consequences would come from dropping a squad number? I think it's that. It sets a precedent. I think Liverpool, as a club, the badge on the front is bigger than the name on the back. And you're a squad number. You're not a number. You are a number. You're a number, right? And as fantastic as Jota was, and what an awful circumstance this is. Like I said, if it does happen, that's fine. That's great. That's no problem. I'm just saying, if I was in charge, it's not necessarily the response or the route that I would go for. And I believe that Liverpool, behind closed doors, I think, will be having this conversation as well. I think they'll be thinking about what this means to Liverpool and whether or not, you know, what does the number 20 shirt mean if they drop it out of circulation forever, you know? I don't know. Hanzala, it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. Again, people getting far too ahead of time or jumping the gun. Life is a highway. Jota really didn't deserve to die. He was at peak life. Absolutely true. Yeah, absolutely true. Troy King, it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. Fabrizio literally said it on Instagram. Yeah, what did he say? He tweeted a picture of a response that said immortalised. Immortalised just doesn't mean retiring. No, it doesn't. All right, well, all right, we'll see then. We'll see. Fine, we'll see. But I'm telling you that's not what it means. Immortalised doesn't mean that Liverpool are retiring the shirt number. And I absolutely guarantee that the decision you think has been made has not been made. I absolutely promise you. All right, fine, well, okay, you think I'm wrong, I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. Josh, why is this what you're arguing about? What should we be arguing about, Josh? What do you think we should be arguing about? What do you think is an appropriate thing to be arguing about, mate? Troy King, what does immortalised mean? Immortalised means be famous forever. To be famous forever. And you know, let's be honest, even if they don't drop the number 20 shirt, who's Liverpool's most famous number 20? There you go. So he's already immortalised forever. He's already immortalised forever. We don't need to drop the number 20 shirt in order to immortalise him further. He is already a Liverpool legend, immortalised forever. Chimey, that's not cool, mate. That's really not cool, that, mate. Can't say that, Chimey. Honestly, that's really not cool, mate. Colour Splash, they're dropping the number they have said. Nope, you're wrong. They haven't said it. They've said immortalised. Alsk, the chat is just kids, man. They can't respect even a deceased person. And I mean, I know. It's a little bit frustrating. Some of the people coming out and saying this stuff. Reese, they haven't dropped the number 20. They haven't dropped the number 20. People keep coming in and saying it. They haven't dropped the number 20. What's the difference between immortalised and dropping it? Well, what I'm saying is, read the statement, and you'll see that they haven't dropped the shirt. They haven't dropped the shirt number. They haven't dropped it. BM Karen gutted about that news today, mate. I know. Awful. Absolutely awful. Dreadful. Ollie, hi my mate. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Ollie. Spain pushing forward here for a third, you know. Alsk, look how some psycho people are going to make memes about it. Tell me about it, man. Yeah. Chimey, bad joke. Sorry, keep. No, mate, you don't have to apologise. I'm just saying, normally, that... I expect other people would have reacted to that, so I took it out quickly, because I know you're a good guy, mate. But that was... yeah, that was dangerously close to insensitive, so I took it away. Colour Splash, you've seen how the Daily Mail have been reporting it today. Hope they're forever banned from Anfield. I mean, to be honest, mate, all papers, they're all rags. They're all absolute rags. BM Karen, I disagree. People overusing the news for views. Sad people do that. Well, I mean, look, I can understand people are going to talk about it because ultimately that's all people want to talk about, and ultimately it's, you know, people need an outlet for their grief, and there's nothing wrong with talking about it, but I agree that it crosses a line when people end up I guess it looks like point scoring a little bit, doesn't it? Callum, Kee, are you a book reader? Am I a book reader? Not really. When I take the dog for a walk, or if I'm on a drive or something like that, I always put a book on. Yeah, like I put an audio book on. So I'll always listen to stuff in the car, or put like my AirPods in when I'm out taking the dog for a walk. But I'm not really like a paperback, hardback type of guy. Let's just put aside football and pay tribute as a person. To be honest, mate, everyone grieves differently. This is the thing that I've learned today, Alsk, that everyone grieves very, very differently. Some people have not got over it, but some people almost, kind of prefer to move on and talk and, discuss football quickly and whatever. And as long as they do it tactfully and sensitively, I kind of don't have a problem with that. Other people, it's far more raw. Maybe they've had a loss personally. Maybe they've lost someone in a similar circumstance. And for them, it's hard. They don't want to talk about it. They don't like people talking about other things. They want to dwell on it a lot longer. And that's fine. That's also absolutely fine. So everyone grieves in their own way, on their own time frame. And nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's kind of just do it as you feel right. Callum, audio, Amazon book. No, I usually do like, is it the app, what's it called? Whatever the Apple one is on your phone, the Apple Library or Apple Store or whatever. It's not the App Store, but you know what I mean. The library, audio books on Apple, whatever it is. Kieran, sorry Kee, but can I ask what dog you have? I love dogs. I've got 3 dogs, mate. 3 dogs, albeit they're kind of spread across houses now. I have a Dachshund, and my sister-in-law had a toy poodle, but she ended up going travelling for a spell, and basically we inherited it. She moved in with us. I say she. The dog moved in with us. He's a boy as well. It's not even she. So he moved in with us while she was kind of off travelling the world, and my mum and dad's dog, which lived with us as well for a spell, is a Schnorky, which is a cross between a Schnauzer and a Yorkshire Terrier. Callum, I lost my dad in January. I'm emotionless. I accept and move on just my way. Maybe cry once, then it goes. Everyone thinks I'm a sociopath in real life. Like I said, mate, honestly, you just have to do what's right for you. And I think it's a good thing to let it out and talk about it. It really is. That's how you discharge emotion. That's a really therapeutic way of discharging emotion. Whatever you feel strongly about, whether it's anger or happiness or sadness or whatever it is, and you want to not lessen it as such, but you want to have more control over how you react to those things, the best thing to do is to talk about it and discharge it. That's how you discharge the emotion out of it, by talking. Aaron Lowe, the amount of creators doing 1-minute videos on it for the money is just too far. So I like to say, I don't get paid a jot, and I didn't mean that to be a pun in any way, but I don't get paid anything at all from TikTok, from YouTube at all. I don't get anything, none of it. So that's not for me doing it for thingies at all. I have no, I think you have, is it 10,000 you've got to get on TikTok? I'm at 3. And on YouTube I'm about another I don't know, a couple of thousand away from being fully monetized yet. Big Baps Bar. I don't like someone putting an Everton shirt on to lay flowers. They're doing it for likes. That video was definitely rigged. I thought it was definitely rigged. Like I say, there's a lot of fabulous Everton fans who have said and done wonderful things. So I'm not saying it's anything to do with Everton, but 100% that video was, you know, listen lads, do us a favour, can you put an Everton shirt on and just walk up with the Liverpool fan and put flowers down there, because it'll make a great story. That's what happened there. That is what happened there. Mark, I think Ronaldo's post on Instagram was the most relatable. The question of why, mate. Have a look at Andy Robertson's. Have a look at Andy Robertson's, mate. Honestly, every time I see it, it's heartbreaking, you know. Absolutely unreal. SB227, hope his family with loved ones. Couldn't imagine how it feels to lose your only kids. Fully agree. Yeah, couldn't agree more, mate. You bang on the money again. Jake, here we go. £55 million bid accepted for Elanga. Watch him reject us as well. Oh my god. Well, like, that's good news, isn't it? I mean, at least they've actually have they managed to get that agreed. That's good. That's a result. For Newcastle. Let's have a look. Elanga. No, Romano's just said it. They've sent a bid of 55 million. It doesn't mean they've got it accepted. It doesn't say they've got it accepted. It just says that they've sent it. Why are you always jumping the gun, Jake? Fabrizio, listen this for a translation. This is literally you to a T, this, Jake. Fabrizio Romano, exclusive. Newcastle have sent £55 million bid to Nottingham Forest for Anthony Elanga today. Negotiations underway with NUFC now pushing to get it done. Jake comes into the chat and Jake says, here we go, £55 million bid accepted for Elanga. Does anyone see anything a little bit wrong with those two statements? Callum, how do I explain that it's blue skies and it's raining with no cloud? With no grey cloud. How do you explain, mate? That's exactly it. You say that. You say whatever comes to mind. Like I said, you just keep talking. That's the way you do it. Trust me. Find someone that you feel you can talk to, that isn't going to judge you, that isn't going to... Well, I mean, do you know what? Maybe I can... Sometimes it's finding someone who you can trust, who you can talk to, but also finding someone who'll challenge you a little bit as well, because sometimes there's things you don't want to talk about, and that's fine. You don't have to talk about them, but sometimes it's healthy too, and sometimes you need a little bit of a... Come on, open up, you know, and not necessarily pushing, but just you know, it's okay kind of thing. You can talk. Sometimes we all procrastinate when it's stuff we don't want to talk about. Oh, Callum, you'd actually mean you're actually talking about the weather. Here's me being all deep and talking about emotions and psychology and whatever. You're talking about the actual weather. Cheers, mate. It's made me look like a right mug. Some Shorts creators are making documentary about it just for views. Wow. That's mad. Jake, going through Elanga's stats, 20 assists in the last 2 seasons, more than Bruno and Cole Palmer too, underrated. Yeah, listen, he is underrated. He's a very good player, Anthony Elanga. Very, very good player. Mark, we're not retiring the number 20, Mark. We're not retiring the number 20. The club haven't confirmed it, Mark. The club haven't confirmed it. I promise you, what you've seen is not what the club have. The club haven't said it. Virgil just posted. What's Virgil posted? He's not posted anything on X. Joe, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Instagram, maybe saying. Is that what you're saying? Virgil van Dijk posted on Instagram. I haven't seen it. Insta, right. Man, I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it. Absolutely devastated. Oh, it's 3-0 Spain here. What an absolute finish that was again. They're absolutely smashing Portugal here. Absolutely smashing him. It's 3-0. Wonderful, wonderful finish. Yet again. 3-0 up at not even close to half-time. Well, another 5 minutes. But not even half-time and 3-0 up. Virgil van Dijk, man, I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it. Absolutely devastated and in total disbelief. What a human being, what a player, but most importantly, what an unbelievable family man. You meant so much to all of us and you'll always will. For your family to lose 2 sons, a husband and a father is just unimaginable. So cruel and unfair. My heart is breaking for all of your beautiful family, for Ruta and for your kids. I promise you that in these difficult times and beyond, we will always be there for your family. Champion forever, number 20 forever. It's been a privilege to have stood by your side on the pitch and to have been your friend off it. We'll miss you beyond words and never forget you. Your legacy will live on. We'll make sure of it. Rest in peace. Rest in perfect peace, Diego and Andre. That's really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. Joe, happy days, new bid for the Langer and an improved one. Yes. Doesn't mean it's necessarily accepted, but yeah, that's good. Good news for Newcastle. Chance for Spain to make it 4 here. Should be 4. Pull back. Oh, it's in it. It's 4. There you go. It is 4. It's an own goal. It's Esther again, the number 9. She missed an absolute raft of sitters in the England game a couple of weeks ago when we did the live watch along in the England game. But she's got 2 tonight, 4-0. Joe, do you think there'll be a Jota statue or mural? I think there'll be some sort of a commemorative, maybe a plaque or something like that at Anfield that remembers him forever. I don't think that the right thing to do is dropping the 20 shirt number, and I honestly don't think Liverpool will. I really don't think Liverpool will. Yeah, I really don't think Liverpool will drop the shirt number. I think it's not an own goal actually. It's a good finish. I thought it was an own goal. It was a cross from the right hand side. She is on. She's definitely onside. Tapping. Dan, they haven't. You've read it wrong, Dan. They haven't retired the shirt. The statement says immortalised. Yeah, immortalised doesn't mean retired the shirt. Immortalised means remembered forever. Doesn't mean that it's been retired in any way, shape or form. Retiring a shirt is a formal announcement that the club would have to make. They haven't retired the shirt. Jake, maybe I haven't jumped the gun, Key, and I've got the info before it's hit mainstream. Well, maybe, yeah, maybe so. Callum, crazy, but Ronaldo invited me to his live channel, only 11 million in it on Instagram. Nice work, Callum. Jake, I'm going to come back here and say I told you so again. Chris Morley, I think it's going to be Spain's tournament, this one, based on the current results. I'd agree. Yeah, I'd absolutely agree. Owen, sorry, bro. It's a sad day for all. Dan, they will defo retire it though, surely. I don't think they will, Dan. No, I don't think they will. I don't think that's the right thing to do. Yeah, I really don't think it's the right thing to do for the club. Like I say, I'm a big Liverpool fan. I just don't think that's the right thing. I think there's a number of other things the club could do to commemorate him, and whatever the club choose, you know, it'll be great. They usually get these things right, but I still say I don't think they should be retiring the shirt. There's 3 minutes to half time here in Switzerland. Spain already 4-0 up, and it's yeah, I can't see this being anything other than an overwhelming Spain result. I am Crute. If I'm a player coming in, I wouldn't want to wear it though, personally. No, and like I said, for that reason, it probably will be kind of pushed away for a number of years, but I still think it will. There will be other number 20s for Liverpool. There will be other number 20s. I'm not sure that it does happen, and I'm not sure it should. I don't know. Maybe it will. I don't know. For me, I'm not sure that it should. I think there's just far more the club could do to make it a wonderful memory for him and commemorate, and you know, like I said, a tournament or a friendly in his name. You know, the Diego Jott tournament or the Diego Jott preseason game against Penafiel, or obviously Penafiel is who Andre Silva played for, of course. So those two clubs suffering. It's not just, but it could be Liverpool, Porto, Wolves, and Penafiel. What a lovely tournament that would be. You know what I mean? Liverpool, Porto, Wolves, Penafiel, maybe Atletico Madrid. I don't know, whatever. However you want to... Wasn't he at Pacos Ferreira as well? Jota. Could be, I know, it could be a pre-season tournament that happens next year. Either way, they would pack Anfield out. Charlie Knight signed in 2020, number 20, 20th title has to be retired. No, I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. Excuse me. I am Crute. Reckon a stand gets named after him. No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, I was going to say, and that's another point, Craig. He hasn't been number 20 throughout his entire career. He's been, you know, different numbers at different clubs. Was he number 18 at Wolves? He's been different numbers at different clubs. The number 20 isn't particularly special to him. I think there's other ways the club can commemorate it. Yeah, but whatever, you know, people can think what they want to think and whatever. Yeah, that's all cool. Chimey, it'll be difficult to watch the season review highlights with him in it. Yeah, no kidding. Right, half time here. Spain 4, Portugal 0. Right. I'll be back in literally 2 minutes. I'm just nipping the toilet. Yeah. I don't know, I had a question then. I was going to ask people a question. Craig, really liked him as a player. Always seems to make an impact. Real shame. Wonderful player. Wonderful player. Wonderful man by all accounts. And a massive loss to the football world as a whole. So, yeah, really, really sad. Right, I'm back. Okay. What have I missed? Not much, I'm guessing. Okay. Right, we need to get that back to 45. Right. Questions. What was I going to say? Obviously, one of the main focal points that everyone is thinking about, and someone's just mentioned it in the comments, is pre-season for Liverpool. Liverpool are set to play Preston in just 10 days' time. I think that might maybe be postponed. There's a good chance I think that might be postponed. And I'm saying that purely based off, I would imagine that the logistics of the players maybe will be travelling around the world to kind of, I don't know, maybe go to the funeral and things like that. There'll be all sorts that will need to happen over the next week or so. And for that reason, it'll probably be difficult for Liverpool logistically to field a team and prepare for that sort of pre-season match against Preston. So I would imagine that game is cancelled just from a practical point of view. Who knows, though? Who knows? Michael, I would say that's inconsequential right now. That is inconsequential right now, and it would be insensitive to talk about. We talked about it many, many times that Liverpool will be in the market for a striker, with Darwin Núñez probably looking to leave the club. But that's not for today. The whole situation with Diego Jott, that's not for today. BCFC Benji, have you seen Demarai Gray as signed tonight, mate? And Tommy Doyle last night. I didn't see Tommy Doyle, but that's not a bad signing at all, I would say, for Birmingham. Yeah, Tommy Doyle, is he he's coming from Wolves, has he, imagine? Yeah. That's not bad. And not only Tommy Doyle, yeah, you've got Beadle, haven't you, as well? Beadle's a great signing. Demarai Gray, I'm not sure about. I don't think Demarai Gray is necessarily a game changer for Birmingham, but, you know, was a decent Premier League player at one point, or a competent one. Maybe not a decent one, but a competent one. Oh, there you go. Newcastle could be paying Manchester United 20%, or rather, Nottingham Forest owe Man United 20% of the Anthony Elanga deal, based on the profit. So Anthony Elanga was sold from Man United to Forest for 15 million. So if they sold him for 55, Forest would owe United 8 million quid. Casey, I'm heartbroken about Jota and his brother. It hurts so much as a Liverpool fan. Yeah, I've not been able to think about much else today, to be honest. It's been a horrible day in that sense. Truly, truly horrible day. Oh my god. Honestly, some of the videos. Have you seen the video? I'll retweet the video that is on this is mad. I'll repost it. If you go to my Twitter, you'll see the video that I'm talking about. I've just retweeted it on the X account. It's not Twitter, it's obviously X, Twitter. But if you go and have a look, you'll see the video that I've just seen on X. Stuff like that is really, really... Like, some people, I mean, I just, honestly, it just gets me sobbing. Like, I am soft as it gets with this stuff. And that is vile, what we've seen there from the Daily Mail as well. The Daily Mail headline today. Diego Jotta's wife weeps outside mortuary after Liverpool star's death in Lamborghini Fireball. And they've pictured her. They've took a picture of her crying outside the mortuary. Honestly, just lower than sewer rats, lower than a snake's belly. Who does that? Who does that? That is vile. Danzy, who have you got tomorrow? Fluminense or Al Hilal? Al Hilal, mate, I would say. Chris Morley, you're defo right. Not the time for signings talk, but I do think Nunes might stay now because of this, and Diaz will defo stay because of what happened. I don't. No, I don't. I don't. I think Nunes was going, Diaz was going, and I don't think this changes anything. And like you say, it's not really the time for signings talk, but yeah, I still think those players, this doesn't affect that, I don't think. Michael changing Twitter to X makes it sound like a naughty platform. It's none of that. Oh dear, what a shame. Mark, Liverpool said number 20 will be rightly immortalised. Yeah, but do you know what immortalised? Immortalised just means that he'll be remembered forever. Just means that he'll be remembered forever. That's it. Doesn't mean that the number 20 shirt is being dropped or is being taken out of service or anything like that. IZST, will Liverpool games be cancelled from now on? No. James, he was the main man at Wolves in our best modern era. I mean, yeah, he was a wonderful footballer. Again, we can talk about him as a footballer for hours. You know, just a wonderful, wonderful player. For me, he's the best Liverpool finisher, bar Robbie Fowler, maybe. And maybe even close to Robbie Fowler. I've not seen a player finish as consistently and naturally as well as Diego Jott since Robbie Fowler. He was unbelievable. He was our best finisher for many, many years. Mark, applause at 20 minutes in the opening game this season. I'll be honest, it might be that Liverpool just sing the Jota song on 20 minutes forever. For as long as people remember him. Like, I genuinely will think, I genuinely believe it'll be something like that, and then maybe a plaque outside the stadium or something that commemorates him. You know, maybe a bust, maybe an actual, like, you know, just the head sort of thing, a bust on a plaque or on a platform or something like that outside Anfield. Could be something like that, but I don't think for 1 second it means that we retire the shirt number. Alex, Daily Mail, a Tory rag paper, totally agree. Yeah, Charles talks Arsenal, congrats on 3k. Cheers, man. It feels like a mad day to do it on today, but yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. I really do. Michael, I know it's a random comment, but who would be the next captain if Virgil didn't play? Salah. Chris Morley, X basically is a naughty thing nowadays. Every second post is questionable. And as for the Daily Mail, are we surprised, really? It's a posh version of the Daily Scum, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I've never seen anything as bad with that, you know. The taking a picture of a grieving widow outside a mortuary, seriously. Danzy, do you support Liverpool? Yes, I do support Liverpool, yeah. Mark, get him a tifo for the first few games. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Maybe it is get him a tifo. Maybe, I don't honestly, I think there'll be flags, don't get me wrong, whether it's a tifo. I think it'll probably be a flag. It'll be a flag. Alex Macklin, we're back in training Monday, so sad, no more Jota. I don't think they will be back in training Monday, mate. I honestly don't. I mean, as I say, part of the grieving process is, you know, you have to get back on with life. You have to keep going. So maybe Liverpool and Arne Slot take how he handles this situation is gonna maybe affect how the rest of the season and how those players view him as well. Because he might say, listen, take your time, come back when you're ready. He might say, look, lads, nothing changes. We're starting training on Monday. We've got a pre-season friendly on the 13th. Let's get cracking. Let's do what Diogo would have wanted. Now, I'm not saying either of those is right or wrong, but he can handle it in a number of ways, can't he? And it's all a bit mad. It's all a bit mad. As I say, I think given that the players will probably end up travelling around the world to get to his, you know, to get to the funeral and stuff like that, I think there's a good chance that the pre-season game against Preston probably gets called off. Because we play Preston in 10 days' time, and there's a good chance the funeral's probably inside that 10-day period, I would imagine. Have I just not got the second half underway, by the way? It has just kicked off. Spain pushing forward to try and get a fifth here. Joe, never take life for granted, pal. You said it, man. You said it. Never take life for granted. Go and give your mum, your dad, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever whatever you've got, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your granddad, your nan, whatever. Go and give them a love. Go and give them a love. Give them a squeeze. Give them a kiss. Tell them you love them. Tell them you appreciate everything they've done for you. And never leave anything unsaid. And enjoy life while you can. Yeah, exactly. Enjoy life while you can. Never know what's to come tomorrow. Jamie, I think Alisson or Robbo would be good captains. Yep. Yeah, Alisson and Robbo would have been perfect captains. I think both of those will probably be leaving the club inside the next 12 months, though. And in many ways, they were the armband without wearing the armband, if you know what I mean. Like, Alisson bosses people around at the back and Robbo bosses people around everywhere on the pitch. He doesn't need the armband. Whereas I think if Van Dijk wasn't on the pitch, it would go to Salah. If Van Dijk and Salah weren't on the pitch, I would imagine it would go to probably McAllister. Unless, obviously, one of Alisson or Robbo weren't. Unknown BP, RIP, Jota, Louis. Devastating news today, yeah. Shocking news. Rubes, how's it going? Good to see you. Michael, Daily Mail, have no respect and sometimes full of shit. Yeah. Very, very much so. I've just had someone ask on Twitch what we have got going for tomorrow. So, as of right now, I haven't uploaded any thumbnails for tomorrow. However, I think the two games that we're going to do is Denmark against Sweden, women, at 5 p.m. and then Fluminense against Al Hilal at 8 p.m. tomorrow night on 5. So, yeah, we'll be doing another, again, 5 p.m, 8 p.m, 5 p.m, 8 p.m. We'll be doing that throughout this week and over the weekend for sure. But, yeah, tomorrow we're going to have two games, Denmark against Sweden and then Fluminense against Al Hilal on the night. So, if you haven't yet, if you are intending to join us for those lives, give us a like up here or get over to YouTube as well. Get over to X. Go and give us a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow, obviously, for those. We've still got 40 minutes left of this. I'm not going anywhere. But I'm just saying, I'll be live tomorrow for them as well. Rubes, don't lie, you're not happy to see me. You're ecstatic. Can't contain my excitement. Damo, cheers for the follow, Damo. Thank you for that. Yeah, I was going to say the Everton fan putting down the flowers at Anfield is getting an awful lot of hate online. An awful lot of hate online. This is one such comment. This is not my view. This is the comment from a person on Twitter saying, never underestimate the human race's inherent desperation for attention and validation. Such performative nonsense this. Just wear a normal shirt and pay your respects quietly like a normal person. And then they've added an insult at the end of that, calling them... It rhymes with Dosser. So yeah, the Everton fan... And this isn't anything to do with Everton, by the way. Everton fans have been really respectful and really lovely. But yeah, that particular Everton fan in front of the cameras, maybe less so. NW Transport, thank you for the repost. Joe, what happened? Basically, in the Daily Mail did a video, and it was a guy. Obviously, the cameraman was prepared, right? They knew that this was going to happen. But they had a picture, the camera set up, so that an Everton fan and a Liverpool fan, both carrying a bouquet of flowers, were walking through the crowds at Anfield, and then they went and placed them down. They didn't look at the camera, but it was like, oh, look at this wonderful moment that we've caught on the fly at Anfield. It's very, very performative and scripted, and it kind of feels... again, clickbaity, insincere. You know, doesn't really look very good for the male. Or, I mean, to be honest, the male's not great, but it doesn't look great for the two fans either that are involved, because it just looks, as I say, a little bit insincere, to be honest. But whatever, people are entitled to their opinions. They're entitled to do whatever they want to do and respond how they want to do. It's just people paying respects, no need to record. No, I don't think it's that, mate. It's not necessarily that people are paying the respects. What the people on Twitter are saying is that the Everton fan and the Liverpool fan, or maybe they're not even Everton fans. Maybe it's not. It's nothing against Everton fans, but it's been set up basically. It's either the Mail have specifically got a fella wearing an Everton shirt and a fella in a Liverpool shirt to come and put them down together, so it looks, oh, that's a lovely moment. Two rivals united in grief on your bike. Don't talk such nonsense. It's absolutely performative, scripted nonsense. That is what's being said online. And again, I'll reiterate, nothing to do with Everton. Everton's reaction to this whole thing has been wonderful. It's been very, very classy, as you'd expect. Lots of lovely, lovely comments from Evertonians, and I've seen nothing but that. I don't believe necessarily that person who puts it down is even an Everton fan. I think it's scripted. I think it's the Mail trying to create clicks and stories. It might just be one of the cameramen. It might just be a fella from London who they've put an Everton shirt on, and a fella from wherever who they put a Liverpool shirt on, and just said, "Oh, just do us a favour, just walk along there so we get this video." Stuff like that. You just don't trust anymore. But yeah, it's and again, this is all the stuff that's being shared online. Maniel, to be fair, it's not a bad message to show the city is united in times of hardship, even with the rivalry. Well, is it? No, I know, but I don't necessarily think that Liverpool and Everton fans you would ever say are not united. Liverpool and Everton fans, I mean, look at how Liverpool and Everton fans were during the parade. You know, the whole kick-off on the parade. For me, I think it's, yeah. I don't think there is necessarily an issue with Liverpool and Everton fans. I think Liverpool and Everton fans are united, have always been united, to be honest. It's known as the friendly derby for a reason, isn't it? Liverpool and Everton fans have sat next to each other at Wembley. So it's not, I don't think necessarily, but I get where you're coming from, but is it such a good message to show that if it's forced, if it's not quite, if it's not quite accurate? If it's just, yeah. Lonely lad, and you are being on live, being judgmental shows how classy you are. No, I'm reading other people being judgmental. I'm reading other people being judgmental. Perhaps that's why you're lonely. Galaxy, I am sad. Yeah, we all are, mate. We all are. United forever, cherish life as it is, people, because you never know how long you'll be here. Absolutely. Ben, Swedish women's team should be a good watch because they're technically great footballers. 3-star Red, sorry I'm a bit late on, been moonlighting on FFTV. I watched during the first half. No problems. Good to have you on, mate. No problem. Ben, Twist, does NW Transport need any staff? Chris Morley, player hurt. Is it a penno? No penalty. Finners Matty found it disgusting that Sky Sports was talking about who might replace him a couple of hours after announcing the news. Mate, that has been the most mad thing I've seen as well. And it's not just Sky, it's everyone. And like I said it this morning. Literally 20 minutes after the live. 20 minutes after the news broke. I was on the live and I said, if anyone mentions transfer news or what this means for Liverpool next season, like, just have a day off, lads. Like, it's not the time and a place. You know, have a bit of sensitivity, have a bit of tact, know where you are and stuff. Read the room. Obviously, some people can't read the room. Some people are not really able to pick up on that stuff. But it's incredibly difficult to have that conversation when it's so fresh. Ben, surely Sky didn't do that, Finners. I'm not doubting you, just can't believe they would be so insensitive. I haven't seen it. I'd like to see a clip of that. Disgusting if that's the case. Finners, that's what my dad said, Ben. I haven't seen it either. It really wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me. Alex Macklin, have a few days off, please, on transfers. The thing is, mate, nobody's going to tell anyone, you know, when it's okay. So, I mean, again, people will be talking about transfers today and what it means. The fact that Jota's not here this season, what does it mean for Liverpool? Like, for me, I think that's classless, and I'm not sure that's sensitive. I'm not sure that's something that I would like to hear if I was his family. I wouldn't want to hear that, and I think that's not a nice look for Liverpool fans. So I wouldn't advise that that's a nice or particularly good or smart thing to do or say. Some people will start that tomorrow. Some people will want to wait until a week or 2 weeks or maybe the month. I don't know. When does it start? When is it right to start? I guess there's no right answer. It's always going to be, you know, awful. But yeah, as I say, and this is also something that Arne Slot will be wrestling with, because he will know that the players will feel such strong emotion. He'll feel it too. But how do you get them back to it? That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. YJ, Guy had two of the greatest months in his life, probably, and it had to end like this. May you rest. Absolutely. Alan, condolences to the entire LFC community from me and my family. We're all Spurs, but not for today. It's very nice of you to say that, Alan. It's a lovely, lovely message. Lovely sentiments. Galaxy, I'm crying so much. I was his fan, and I went to see him, but I couldn't because... John Wilson, sad news about Jota, but flags at half-mast is madness. Why is that? Lou, yes fella, gutting today, mate. Yeah, difficult news, innit, mate? It's horrible to see what's happened today. But I'm good, yeah, mate. Hopefully you are too. Ben, I mean, if they've been as brutal to discuss replacements for Jota, they should be taken off the air. I just think, yeah, it's going to be really difficult, isn't it, for them to handle that at all sensitively. Yeah, I don't even know where you start. Finners, I found out the news from my French teacher. Wayne, United fan here, loved Diogo as a player. What a talent. You never walk alone, fella. Nice, very nice. Lou, sad man, played him on FIFA, you know, it was proper sound. Yeah, I was going to say, it wouldn't. That's going to hit different, isn't it, when people next season start doing the sort of Jota celebration. There'll be probably a bit of that as well at different points. So, yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. I don't really know what to say. We've kind of said it all in many ways, haven't we, tonight? It's been a rough night. I mean, I've been live. I was live at whatever time it was, 9:30 this morning. I was live again at half 4, and then live again tonight. And I've been live all day through it and hearing the different reactions from people. We've had lots of trolls come in. We've had lots of people come in who, you know, expressed different views, and some people have reacted not always that nice, you know. But you can only react how you react. And Daz, did you see Liverpool retired the number 20? I know it's small, but so happy for that. Liverpool haven't retired the number 20, Daz. Keep saying it, but Liverpool haven't retired the number 20. They haven't retired it. What's this? Sorry. Rubes, Key, if you weren't in a relationship, I'd date you. It's very kind of you to say. Ben, he isn't yet called. Talks of replacements will come down the line inevitably because life continues, but that time is not for now. Initiating that conversation will be difficult no matter when it starts. It'll be difficult, and it'll also be too soon for a lot of people hearing it. So you won't be able. The people initiating those conversations, it will always be too soon for someone. So whoever starts those conversations, it will be too soon for someone. So yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, isn't it? It's going to be really difficult. Be yourself, Dylan. United States v Mexico in the Gold Cup final. Oh, yeah. Do you know, I saw the United States... Who did they play last night? Was it Guatemala? United States played Guatemala and Mexico played Honduras, I think. I think it was Honduras. Yeah. I don't know when the final is, mine, but that'll be good to watch. Lou, one of the most clinical finishers the Prem has ever seen for me, lad. Made it look easy. Yeah, he was a great player, really great player, top man, top player. Lots of people have commented what a top guy he was, and it's really sad, really sad. Belgium with a shot. It doesn't feel real. Final is on Monday, 7th of July, 12 p.m. Right, so that's probably, not going to be able to. I'm not going to watch that one. I'm not going to be able to. Finners, I feel so bad for his whole family, but especially his kids having to grow up without a dad. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Can't really respond to that. It's sad. Really sad. Spain coming forward now on the left-hand side. Did I say Belgium? I thought I said Spain, sorry. Spain 4, Portugal 0. No, I was live for Belgium, Italy earlier. Sorry, Rubes. You're right. Owen Wright, do you not get banned? For what? NW Transport, we got our 20th league, but lost our 20. That's true. Very true. Esther Gonzalez has gone off here now. It's Paraluelo coming back on. Paraluelo's come on. What's going on here? It's a corner. One second, what have I missed? Rubes, Kieran, Ben. Oh, sub, sorry, get out. Just came in to say we got Kessler Hayden now. Kessler Hayden? Where was he at? Is he at Villa? I think he was at Villa, wasn't he, Kessler Hayden? It's not a bad move. Be yourself, Dylan. Did you know so many people are putting Jota as the background when live? Thoughts? I haven't. I haven't seen any of it. Honestly, I haven't seen any. I I haven't seen any of it on TikTok at all. To be honest, I've been out all day today, so I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of it at all. Just really sad. Just really sad. And look, if people are doing that to try and get clicks or views or whatever, I mean, that's on them. That's between them and their conscience. I don't know. I really don't know. It's sad. Very sad. Owen, streaming games, or do you mean not literally? I watch him. I'm watching one now, mate. I watch him every day, and I live stream. Yeah. Be yourself, Dylan. Some people using it for views and money. I mean, like I said, there's honestly sometimes there's no limit to what people will do for that sort of stuff. It's frustrating, but again, that's between them and the maker, isn't it? That's between them and God, or whoever, them and their God, whoever that might be, whoever they believe in. But if you're a moral and ethical person, then you don't do that sort of stuff. But that's between them and the judge. NW Transport, I'm going to Liverpool Monday with school. Don't know if we go to Anfield to pay respect. Maybe so, yeah. Maybe so. Chris Morley, are you on Twitch or Discord, mate? Am I on Twitch or Discord? Yes, I'm on Twitch. Discord, I have got a Discord. I have set it up, but it's not. I've got the link. It was on my TikTok, but I don't know where it is now. I need to add it on my YouTube, to be honest. I need to set up a Discord. But I have got Twitch. Yes, I have got Twitch. I'm not live on Twitch right now, though, because I've switched software provider, so I'm not live right now on Twitch. Usually I am, but I've not been live on Twitch for the last few nights. So yeah, I'm not on Twitch at the minute. But I do, as I said, do have it. I have been going on it for a while, but I haven't been on it for the last, say, maybe the week or so. Ball in from Spain again. Chance for them to knock it long. Cleared away by Portugal. Still, honestly, Spain have battered them today. Ben, this new streaming software's boss, mate. Silky smooth every time. Well, yeah, at least it's not dropping out. I mean, that's a start. Galaxy, I may see him to respect him. I may go and see him and put flowers on for him. Nice, yeah. Go and do it, mate. If that makes you feel better, if that's the way you want to, pay tribute to him, then go and do it. Yeah, absolutely. Rubes, I am getting you a signed photo of me for Christmas, Key. That's very nice. Substub, I can see you can receive payments now once I'm able. As you know from our conversation, I'm struggling a bit, but once able, I'll donate. Mate, you don't have to. Honestly, there's no obligation at all. Absolutely no obligation at all on anyone to, or especially if you're not able to yourself. You look after your number one priority. If you value the content, that's great, and we'll have memberships and stuff coming out soon. But there's absolutely no need to worry about any of that. That'll be later on. That'll be kind of closer to the season. But no, I do appreciate it. Ben, the other software system was getting you down. Well, it was just frustrating because obviously other people wanted to watch and we couldn't watch because it was just lagging. Whereas now it feels like it's actually working. Be yourself, Dylan. Are you watching Club World Cup semi-final tomorrow? Fluminense v Al Hilal. Yes, I will be watching Fluminense v Al Hilal. 8 o'clock. I'll be live then. And I'll be live before that for Denmark against Sweden at 5 p.m. Yeah. So we've got 2 games tomorrow. Chris Morley, all of them accounts that are cashing on on Jotta's death are usually bots, but run by someone somewhere. Wow. Okay. I mean, to be honest, yeah, bot accounts and stuff like that. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are plenty of it. There's definitely quite a few that are very successful, like fan accounts, Liverpool fan accounts Man United fan accounts, things like that, and they basically just repurpose, don't they? Different, like Romano will tweet something, and all they do is copy what he said, put a little logo on it, and post it out, and they get an absolute raft of people coming on. So that sort of engagement farming's not really my thing. But hey, whatever works for them. So I stayed away for a while. Cool. Well, good to have you back. Good to have you back, mate. Honestly, Rubes, Portugal women didn't get the assignment. Well, to be honest, they were always fighting against it today. Spain's the best Spanish women's team. They're certainly the best. Well, they are the best women's team for me, anyway. I'd say they're even better than the US. But for me, the best in Europe. Obviously, they played England the other week. England are the holders of this tournament. They battered England. Absolutely battered England. But time will tell whether or not England can do this. And win this tournament again, just like the under-21s did. Steve, evening Key, how are you? Are you watching Spain? Yes, absolutely. Ellis, Josh, good to see you. Yeah, great to see. Great to see you in. Rubes, there's still time for 4 to 5. Still time for 4 to 5 to Portugal. No chance. Doubt it. Honestly, the chat scores I didn't do anything with. I don't know where they've come from. They're automatic. They've just come on. It's got a top fans thing, so yeah, I can see who the channel top fans are in this live and in all lives. So I can see who contributes the most across all lives now. Portugal's just gone over. I think it's just to see who's engaging, really. Just to see who's engaging, who's contributing positively. Just another metric for him to measure. Steve Keane, so sorry to hear about Jota as well. My heart goes out to his family and Liverpool supporters. Nice of you to say that, Steve. Who's playing today? It is Spain against Portugal. Yeah, Spain against Portugal are playing today. Unlikely. I've not got anywhere near that. Yes, Spain against Portugal. Spain 4, Portugal 0. It's in the women's Euros, mate. Yeah, it's in the women's Euros. 15 minutes left. Jacob, Burnley next season. I think Burnley will probably go down next season. Yeah, I think Burnley go down next season. Cheers. Thanks, Fix the System. Appreciate that. Lynchy, you're boring, mate. You're boring. You keep coming in saying the same thing. Have you not got anything different to say? You're boring. Three-star Reds. Spain set the benchmark tonight for others to aspire to. Can't see anyone catching these, to be honest. I think Spain win it quite comfortably. F the system, Man United next season. Man United, I think mid-table, maybe 11th, 10th, 11th. Can't see beyond that, to be honest. Gaza, I'm still in shock about Diego Jott, mate. We all are. We're all still struggling with it. Steve, I don't think he's got nothing better to do. Mate, he's just looking for a bit of attention. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people just want a little bit of attention. Oliver, when is Jota's funeral? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Chelsea forever. Watching football will be strange in the next 2 days. Yeah. The next few days are going to be weird. It's going to be mad trying to balance everything. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Rubes, Ilanga to Newcastle is on, I've heard. Yeah, apparently, this is... Romano just said that there'd been a bid, and then there was another update from one of the Newcastle sources. It might have been Ben Jacobs, I can't remember who it was who said it, but it said that Newcastle United are close to agreeing a fee of 45 million, I think. 45 million quid. Boomer. What is it? Is it Boomer? Is it really? Is that where it is? Is that when it is? Has it been announced? It is, yeah. Right, well then you've got the answer to your question, haven't you? You've got the answer to your question. Ask stupid questions, you get stupid prizes. That's why you were muted, that's why you were blocked. And you'll get blocked and muted again. That's why you were muted and blocked. Honestly, some people don't really know how to behave, do they? Don't know how to behave. David, I know I'm late. Honestly, David, it can't be tomorrow. It's 2 days. No, I know it's not. It's not going to be tomorrow. Jota has died this morning. And somebody put in the chat, some troll put in the chat that his funeral's tomorrow at 4 p.m. And then they had the cheek after they got blocked to come back in under a different account and say, why did I get blocked for that? Well, because you're obviously taking the mick. Grow up. Three-star Reds, 55 million. The latest Ilanga offer, still not enough. Yeah. I think, apparently it's close to being agreed. But Nottingham Forest I think it's 20% of the profit. 20% of the profit goes to Man United. And Man United paid Forest paid 15 million to Man United for Ilanga. So they would owe 8 million quid to United if Newcastle got him for 55. So that might well be what happens. I guess we'll see. They've not, Harry. They've not retired the number 20. Braden, what's happening with that Diamond? Apparently he's close to being agreed. Yeah. Yeah, apparently it's close to being agreed. What does it mean on the post then? It means that the shirt, that the number 20 is immortalised forever. That's what it means. It means the shirt has been immortalised forever. He will be our number 20 forever in terms of how the famousness of it. That's kind of what's happening. But there's no retiring the shirt. There's absolutely no retiring the shirt. That's nonsense. Rubes, they will have an autopsy and everything and a coroner's report. Family won't be able to do anything until that happens. Exactly. And there'll be an investigation and all sorts. So anyone saying stupid things about the funerals tomorrow at 4 p.m, shut up. Shut up. Talking absolute nonsense. IDK, no, they haven't. No, they haven't announced that they've retired it. Be yourself, Dylan. Ollie Watkins to United. Clubs in negotiations. Now, that would be a very astute signing for United. He is 30 this year, mind. But it's a very astute signing. Yeah, I think that'd be a good signing for him. They don't usually pay that sort of money, mind, for a 30-year-old. Long ball forward over the top here now. Chance for Spain. No, cleared away. Cleared away. Shot from distance. Just wide. Very nearly 5-0. Very, very nearly 5-0. Cheers for the follow, Oliver. Oh my God. Have a look at what Robbie Fowler's just tweeted. What Robbie Fowler's just tweeted is madness. Absolute madness. Can't believe stuff like that. Cannot believe it. That's a good point, actually. I didn't even know that. So apparently Diego Jott was playing for a lot of the season with a collapsed lung. The base of his right lung had collapsed a little. This is from his physio. And he'd been playing for a while with that, apparently. He'd been working with a respiratory physiotherapist to try and overcome it. And this is via record in Portugal as well. But he was still playing. And again, a lot of people were quite critical of Jota, form and stuff as well, towards the end of the season. Again, this is not important for that right now, but it's mad. It's absolutely mad that He's been playing. He's literally this is the dedication of the guy. Yeah, exactly. IDK. He's been playing so. I mean, he's been unbelievable playing with a collapsed lung throughout a lot of the season. For the latter part of the season, he's literally only just recovered in time for his wedding and stuff. But he's been playing with a collapsed right lung throughout the latter half of the season. 3-star Reds hope Forest get a player of equal quality to Elanga before selling, if indeed they do. Do not want to see the crown jewels pawned off if we are serious about Europe. Is there still rumours or news with Hudson-Odoi? Wasn't Hudson-Odoi on about going to Italy? I read that somewhere. I don't know if that's still the case. Chris Morley, be at least a week before they announce anything. I would assume also as it's in Spain, it happened, he may need to be repatriated back to Portugal, so I would guess end of the month. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, mate. I have absolutely no idea on that front. Reece, this Spain team is absolutely unbelievable, Jeff. Well, the last few minutes here for them, Portugal have been well and truly beaten. It's been a difficult game for Portugal. It's been a very, very difficult game. Probably in many, many ways, however you want to interpret that. But they were 4-0 down at half-time. Incredibly difficult and were playing probably in tough circumstances as well. Substore, I've split screen, token, stay here and watch there too. Okay, nice, no probs. You're buying a Cane Corso. Wow, big dogs. Well, sorry, what's page has just jumped. Chris Morley, didn't know that. That's mad how he was even able to breathe, walk, never mind run and play. And yeah, I was going to say, there was a lot of Liverpool fans who maybe weren't as maybe satisfied. There was again, not doing the guy down, but there was talk towards the end of the season that Jota's form wasn't as good, and that is a very, very fair explanation for that now, isn't it? The guy was playing with a collapsed right lung throughout the latter half of the season, and was still playing, for the most part, actually quite well. Scored the winner against Everton, so it's probably not surprising that his form was a little bit off. Pete, gutted about Jota today, such a shame, massively so. Substub, bless him and his family, he's only young, yeah, 28. Cosmo, just wanted to share, live life without regrets, every moment, do that call, stay with who matters. Absolutely couldn't have said it better. Yeah, couldn't have said it better. Reese, I cannot believe Arsenal are serious about getting Madueke. What a signing that'll be. Oh, I bet you're very excited about that Arsenal signing Madueke. You love to see that. You love to see it. What a brew, still live, my man. Yeah, live all day, pretty much today. What a brew, collapsed lung. Yes, it's been confirmed by a respiratory physio that was working with Diego Jott towards the end of the season last year that he'd been playing with a collapsed right lung for the latter half of the season, trying to get through games, trying to, get fit for Liverpool. And he'd only just recovered towards the end of the season. So it was a difficult moment for him, and he just about got it, right. Very sad. Twisted Fate, Madueke is a baller, Key. Behave yourself. Pete, have Arsenal signed him? Well, apparently so. Reese, who's our, designated Arsenal fan, he's telling me that they are invested and it's looking like it's an opportunity. It might be a possible, possible signing for Arsenal. Reese, I'd rather sign Marouane Chamakh than Madueke. Yeah, man, Madueke would be a bad signing. A really, really bad signing. Abdelhadi Benar. How's it going, Abdelhadi? Pete, feel for you, poor signing. Don't feel for me. I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't care who Arsenal signed, to be honest. All the better. But yeah, Arsenal just keep signing Chelsea, really bad Chelsea players, don't they? They're always signing Chelsea cast-offs. Pete, he's one of the weaker Chelsea players, but obviously good enough for Arsenal. Exactly. Crazy, crazy stuff. It's 2 minutes of added on time here, and we're very, very nearly up to those 2 minutes. Chris, in relation to Robbie's tweet on X, like I said earlier, X is a horrible place at times. Lowest of all, that supposed joke. Too soon and not even funny. And again, like, I understand Gallows humour, I understand all that, but, you know, time and a place, probably not right after it, public forum, you know. Just not particularly smart. But again, some people are born with an ability to read the room. Other people are maybe less able to read a room. Some of that's their fault, some of it's not. Oh, it's a goal. It's 5-0 Spain. It's there. What a finish and a wonderful cross and a wonderful header. Spain really laying down a statement here. This is Spain's way of saying we are here to win this, and I'm absolutely certain that is exactly what happens. Spain 5, Portugal 0. Fabulous header. It's a great cross in as well, you know. It's a wonderful cross. It's such a good ball in. I mean, you'd have to question the centre-back. The centre-back doesn't even get off the floor. It's a lovely ball in. Centre-back's static. Goalkeeper doesn't really move. How big is the goalkeeper? Honestly, she looks about 4'11". Like, feet like cement as well, stuck to the floor. Excuse me. ILMPSKF. Can we spam the chat with rest in peace Diego Jott? I would rather you didn't, mate. We've got plenty of people saying it. You can say it. That gets your message across. We all know it. We all feel it. It's a horrible day. Yeah, the message has been said and it's been felt. Steve LFC Owen is an absolute helmet. Pass it on. I haven't seen this. I have heard about this. I've heard about it. Is it some fella? Did he? I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know who he is. I've never heard of him. Don't know who he is at all. But someone said that someone had put a Jota picture up and was asking for donations or something. Is that right? Something along them lines. I've still not seen it. He's deleted his account as well. I'm not surprised. I mean, he knows what he's done. I mean, I would imagine, again, I'm not defending him, but, you know, I generally like to see the best in people. That sounds like a kid to me. That sounds like a kid. That sounds like a juvenile, like an immature decision made in a rash decision. Do you know what I mean? His account's back up, but it's LFC Fan TV now. He's an adult. He's not an adult. He's actually an adult. He's not a kid, he's a fully grown man. Okay, well, I take it all back then. I mean, you can still be a man and be immature. Maybe not a man, but you can still be an adult and be very immature, can't you? But he's 30 years of age and he's doing that. All right, well then, yeah, I'm sorry. He was doing it with his mates. Well, then that's just not very smart, and it's not very nice, it's not very wise, and obviously he's not a very smart or wise fella. And you know what? That's one of them things that you can back out of very early, isn't it? Like, I think it's all well and good. Like, do you know when you're talking? Like, I'm live. I'm live every single day for hours and hours and hours at a time. And I worry sometimes that I'll say something, not like deliberately, but you know, if you think about it, if you were live for hours and hours and hours at a time, and everything that you say at that point is recorded and broadcast to thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of people and whatever, like, one slip up, you get something wrong, Doesn't take much. You do worry about that, because and it's not necessarily, even if you've just phrased something a little bit poorly, or someone's tried to wind you up and you've reacted to it and said something you shouldn't have said, or all these things. That's something that can happen in like the split second. And if I did ever do, hopefully I've never done that yet to this point. But if I did do that in time, I'd hold your hands up. Listen, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. It was a split second in the moment thing that happened. That is like you've committed fully to it for like hours, right? Yeah, and that's it. I know I'm not defending him. I'm saying what he's done is massively different, because it's an extended. You've got to commit to it, haven't you? You've got to commit to doing that to be this horrendous person that's trying to raise funds off the back and profit off the back of a poor fella dying. Like, people need to realise how much of a bad person he is. What a brew. Anyone know if he's the one with that bird who were battling for the gifts? Steve, he literally said, someone send me a massive gift to cheer me up today, please. What a brew. The thing is that Owen guy was probably actually devastated, but went about it in a horrible way. Shows his level of immaturity. That was my initial reaction as well, to be honest. What a brew was that, he's maybe not a terrible guy, just made a stupid decision and a lapse in judgment. But from what Gio and others are telling me, that's maybe less likely to be the case. But listen, I'm going to go and have a look at it. I'm going to go and have a look, because I really haven't seen it. I haven't seen it at all. I don't know anything about it. I am going to end the live. I will be back tomorrow, right? I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, sorry, Steve. He normally insults people on his lives, so I'll let you be the judge, buddy. Okay, well then, yeah. I mean, different strokes for different folks, right? It's not really my vibe. I don't really throw insults around unless they're really, really warranted. But yeah, no, whatever. I guess that's between him and his God, innit? That's between him and his judge, him and his maker, or whatever, however you view life. But he's gonna have to answer for that in some way, shape, or form. Steve, like I said, man, you seem pretty sound. I've chucked a follow. Cheers, Steve. Appreciate that, mate. I really do. What a brew. Have a good one, pal. Great chats today. So interactive. Good on you. Cheers, what a brew. Well, hey, listen, it's been a difficult day for everyone, hasn't it? It's been a really, really difficult day for everyone. It's again, if you go back to the start of the day, if you go to YouTube and look at my live, you'll see I had tears in my eyes. It was 20 minutes after I found out about it. I was heartbroken throughout the day. I've interacted with thousands of people across these lives, and I've heard the full spectrum of things. I've heard people angry at me. I've had trolls coming on, trying to wind me up, trying to wind us all up, say awful things about Diego Jott and try and, get cheap laughs and all this. But the overwhelming message has been from all sorts of fans, Liverpool fans, and the full football family, whoever you support. The overwhelming 99% of it has been really, really lovely, warm, like, shows the gravity of people and how nice they are. So that's been lovely. That has been really, really nice. And I hope his family, Andre Silva's family, his kids, I think they all feel that, or hopefully they do feel that in time, because it's a fucking awful situation that they're in. And I still can't quite process it, so God knows what they're going through. And yeah, listen, I'm whatever deity you follow. For me, I just hope God looks after them and whatever, Mazza, very sad day, mate. Surely when I say I can't express how heartbroken I am, I really mean it. Just years, I'd do anything to see him, but that's life. You can't escape death. Absolutely. Pedri lover, Jota jersey behind you soon. Do you know what? That's not a terrible idea, is it? But do you know what? No, because, well, see, I didn't even think of that. And you say it, and that would be a lovely thing to put behind. But do you know what? The first thing that I thought, as soon as you said that, I think I would react to that almost a bit like, hang on a minute, mate. Hang on. Like, what are you putting that there for? And maybe that's me, maybe that's the cynic in me. I don't know, but I don't want people coming on the live and thinking you're just doing that for the cash, or I'm not making any cash anyway. But you're just doing that for the views. You're just trying to get the whatever. That's not what this channel's about. It'll never be what this channel's about. But it's a lovely thing to put up there, and I'd love to look at that. That's really nice. The Spanish players and the Portuguese players joining and holding a big banner about Diogo Jota. There you go. Obrigado por todo, descansa en paz, 1996 to 2025, Diogo Jota. And we'll leave it on that note, We'll leave it on that note. Lisha, but then people just assume you're using Jota for some clicks now. Well, I mean, the thing is, mate, I'm watching a game of football now. I'm not talking about Diogo Jota now. Like, the purpose of the live isn't talking about Diogo Jota, you know? The purpose of the live is to watch Spain and Portugal. The purpose of the last live is to watch Belgium and Italy and to talk in the chat the way we always do. People come in and want to talk about whatever they want to talk about, so... you know, this hasn't been about talking about Jota, but people have wanted it to. You meant if you had a Jota in the background. Yeah, well, exactly, yeah. I think, look, and to be honest, to me, that feels a bit cheap and a bit tacky. So I don't think, like, going with my gut on this, I probably wouldn't put it up there, even though it feels like a nice thing to do, because I always have shirts behind me. Wouldn't it be lovely if tomorrow I had a Portugal shirt with Jota on the back, or a Liverpool shirt with Jota 20? Wouldn't that be lovely? But I also would just think to myself, nah, hang on a minute, mate. No, I don't like that. That's exactly the same as the performative Everton thing that Daily Mail put out for me. Tommy, they've retired the 20 shirt, haven't they? No, they haven't retired it yet, Tommy. No, they've made a comment earlier that said, the 20 shirt will be immortalised, and that just means remembered. Doesn't mean that it's been retired or anything like that. It just means that he's going to be remembered, and he probably will be our most famous number 20 for as long as any of us live, you know. But I do think there will be other number 20s in time. Twisted Fate, at least there has been goals. Kieran C, mate, no problem at all. Yeah, see you later, Kieran. I am going to end the live there. Ben Lewis up Everton. Everton's great. Everton have been really classy throughout this whole experience. Drew, I don't like the people profiting off a person who literally died. That's very, very fair. Very, very fair. Very, very fair. You read the Barney Ronay article in The Guardian, worth a look. If not, no, I haven't read it yet. I will have a look, though. I will have a look. And we'll end the live at that point. And I will see you all tomorrow for Denmark and Sweden, isn't it? Denmark and Sweden, about 4 o'clock I'll be live, and then straight after that we'll have the Fluminense Al Hilal Club World Cup game. I'll see you all tomorrow about 4 p.m. If you haven't yet, give us a like, give us a follow on TikTok, follow on YouTube, follow on X as well. Christ, the amount of people I've got following me, subscribing to me. Thousands of people talk to me on these lives. I've got like 100 followers on X. So I tweet every day on X. Get on X and have a little look. It's Luke. Have a tissue ready beforehand gets you in the fields, mate. I'm soft as shit. Everything's had me crying today. Everything has had me crying today. I was heartbroken this morning. I heard the statement from Arne Slot, the statement from Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson's one, the hairs on the back of your neck and everything, it's horrible. Hey, listen. Diogo Jota, there you go. Wonderful player, wonderful man. Huge loss to not only Liverpool, but the football world, and sending love to his family. And for everyone who's watching, go and hug your family, go and love them, go and give them a kiss, go and tell them go and tell them what they mean to you. Because tomorrow's not promised. But hopefully I will be here tomorrow to watch Denmark and Sweden. Hopefully you will too, and I'll see you then. Take it easy. Have a nice night.